Let's try question number 28. To solve this expression, we're going to square both sides. So x equals 3 squared, which is 9. Number 29. We're going to square both sides. So we have this squared equals 4 squared. So be sure to distribute the squaring also to the coefficient, which is 4x equals 16. Divide both sides by 4. We have x equals 4. Okay, so now let's try number 30. Again, we're going to square both sides. So squaring fights the radical, so it disappears. 3 squared is 9. Move the negative 2 over, it becomes a positive 2. 9 plus 2 is 11. So we have x equals 11. Okay, so now the question is asking us to estimate this graphically. When you have an equal sign, you could think of two separate graphs. You can have the first graph, y1, is equals to the left part, which is x plus 4. And y2 is equals to the graph on the right, which is 2 minus x. So let's do a reasonable drawing. You could use Desmos if you want to be a bit more detailed. But let's focus on this line on the right. This here is the same thing as negative 1x plus 2. This is a line with an intercept of 2, and it has a negative slope. Let's redraw that. Approximately, for every 1 unit to the right, it goes down 1. So this is 2 here. It's an x-intercept. Now what about the square root graph? We know that the square root of x cuts through here, 0, 0, 1, 1, etc. If you really want to label one more, it's going to be 4, 2. But we're going to shift it 4 units to the left. So let's try 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the starting point. You go 1 right, 1 up. This here is going to be another point. So we have negative 4, 0. We have negative 3, 1. And the next point is from the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4 right, 2 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4 right, 2 up. It's going to cut through here. So as you can see, this graph keeps on increasing, but we can visually try to piece together where the graphs intersect graphically. This is a bit more work. Algebra is much easier. But we can see we got lucky. The answer hit very nicely on a clean integer. 0, 2 is the solution. X equals 0, and the coordinates of the point of intersection is 0, 2. Now let's try it the easier way using algebra. We're going to simply square both sides. So x plus 4 is equals to this squared, and you know how to FOIL. 2 squared is 4. You multiply these and double it, becomes minus 4x plus x squared. And we can throw everything over to the right. So this becomes x squared minus 4x minus x is minus 5x. And the 4's cancel. So we're going to factor the x out here. We have x minus 5. Something times something equals 0. So therefore x equals 0 or x equals 5. Now when you look at the picture, x equals 0 makes sense. X equals 5, there's no way this is a proper solution. So this here is extraneous. We found an extraneous root, which means fake root. How do you know that 5 is wrong? Visually it's wrong. You can also substitute it back into the left side and right side. So left side is equals to the square root of 5 plus 4, which is equals to the square root of 9, which is 3. However, the right side is equals to 2 minus x, which if the answer is 5, the right side is negative 3. Left side does not equal to right side, so it's extraneous. Whereas if you substituted x equals 0, left side would indeed equal right side. Now it's your turn. Solve these questions here. Pause the video.